Say hi, my name is Xavier, and I just stopped by to create problems. Okay, get out of here. Welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be a very quick, short, and sweet video because you guys liked my free courses video so much the last time. What I wanted to do is I wanted to give you a couple of recommendations for other things that you can use in your business, sort of a toolkit. And I'm also going to be providing an actual link to a toolkit with a ton of recommendations on things you can use, such as client relationship management system, the best social media platforms, all of it. So listen up, because today I'm going to be talking about websites. I get asked this question a lot. A lot of the times when people are starting their website, or whether they're looking to just revamp their existing website, they'll ask me, Jody, which is the best website platform to ensure that I get the most traffic? Now, here's the thing. There isn't a specific one to get the most traffic. A lot of that will depend on your content, but I'm going to tell you the ones that I highly recommend and why I like each. Hi, I'm Jody Enro, founder of the Event Certificate, and I work with event planners and wedding planners to help them get more leads into their business. If you're struggling to find clients, you're struggling to get booked, you're struggling and you've been spending years out here, I just want you to know that you can set up a call with me. Head over to my website, www.eventcertificate.com. So as you can see, we have a couple of visitors in today's video. That's my cat Salem in the background, sleeping his life away. So I'm just going to jump right into the platforms that I recommend. So first up is WordPress. I highly recommend WordPress. I have most of my sites, actually, I'm going to say all of my websites are on WordPress. I love it. I love it because it gets easy to find in search engines. So if your potential clients on Google searching certain things, WordPress sites are basically optimized to get found. Now, that being said, this is the case if you don't have someone like a designer who goes behind the scene and does a ton of code manipulation and changes that. But in general, it is. WordPress, it's not always the easiest to use. If you're someone who's tech savvy, you will know how to put up the site, get a theme, and get going. Now, if you're not someone who's tech savvy, I recommend a designer. Don't spend weeks, months, years, whatever it is, learning design, learning how to do WordPress and doing all of that, and then not spending that time to find clients. Because here's the thing, a website is a portal to you. It's not just how you find clients, right? You do still need to get traffic and things in so that you can actually get clients and get booked. So if you're going to spend a ton of time on the website, hire someone and spend that time doing client sourcing, lead generation. Now, here's the other thing, the other reason why I absolutely love WordPress is that WordPress has a ton of themes. You can find free and paid themes where you can really use to customize your user experience, and you can choose themes that are very photo heavy so they showcase your work. Now, the WordPress platform itself will need to be hosted somewhere because technically it's a free platform. It just needs to be hosted somewhere and you need to pay for that host. And in that case, I recommend Bluehost. It's a great place to buy your domain as well as host your website. And I'm linking all of this in my toolkit down below for you so you can check them out. Now, that's the first one that I recommend. Highly, highly recommend. Now, here's the thing also when you put up a WordPress site. Because you put up the site doesn't mean you're automatically going to get clients. You do need to ensure that the site is optimized, which means that you need to write your content on the site in a way that it will be answering questions that a potential client would be searching in Google. Now, if you have questions about that, if you're struggling with that, if you actually have your website up, it's not getting traffic and you're like, what does she mean by SEO? What does Jody mean when she says that it needs to be matching content that people are searching? Hit me up. Let's set up a call. I'm happy to do a website audit for you. Now, here's the second platform that I recommend. And this one I've changed over the years, and that's Wix. So the Wix platform honestly has moved up in my list for a couple of reasons. One, it is one of the easiest platforms out there to use. Wix will host your website, you can purchase your domain name and all of that through the same place, and you can all have it done. But most importantly, I find a lot of people that I meet, they're able to build the Wix website on their own without a ton of technical knowledge because it's basically just a drag and drop builder, which is ideal. That being said, though, Wix is not the top for me in terms of SEO. However, Wix has a ton of built-in SEO tools to ensure that you're showing up in searches, so that you're showing up on Google searches when a potential client is searching so they can find you. The thing that I find people run into an issue with often when they're not getting found in Wix is that they don't have good content on their website. And when I say good content, it means you have content that it's basically all pretty and fluffy. So your packages are called the princess package, the diamond package, the, silver champagne package, whatever that is, right? But none of it say, here's how you hire a wedding planner. Here are the list of our wedding planning packages, right? Because here's the thing, when a client or a potential client goes to Google to search, they are not typing in princess package, champagne package. They're typing in wedding planning package, wedding coordination package, right? Those are the terms they're searching. So if those terms are not on your website, it's useless. So those are the kind of things that will affect you when you're using Wix and some of these other platforms. So Wix tries to make it easy, where they give you options to fill in a lot of additional information in the background. And I've gone through a Wix where they have the prompts and the steps. They'll be like, here's step 1 to 5 that you need to complete to have your website SEO optimized, and you go through them. A lot of people don't complete this, and then they realize they're not getting found. So you do have to work with the platform. Otherwise, I think it's a really good platform, especially if you're not tech savvy. They do have a couple of themes that you can use, customize, move things around to showcase your work. Now, number 3 is one that I love. Honestly, it's one of the prettiest out there, and it's Showit. So the Showit platform, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Like, I've seen so many people on Showit and I just love it. Now, it's one that I used to work with my customers on to customize, but I don't anymore. But definitely check out Showit, check out their templates. They have a ton that you can customize. Here's the thing though, I find Showit does need a little bit of a technical knowledge, right? So you do have to take some time to go into that, or hire someone, which I highly recommend, right? And I'm trying to think, oh, if you guys follow Jenna Kutcher, she's an online educator, and and I used to be a photographer, and I think a lot of the content she offers right now is mainly for small businesses. It used to be more for photographers, but her website is an example of one on the Showit platform that I think is so pretty. So definitely check it out. Now, number 4, and this is my final recommendation, is Squarespace. Squarespace is another really good one. Now, Squarespace does offer you a couple of themes that you can customize. It is not as pretty as Showit, but it is much easier to edit than Showit. So if you don't have the money to hire a designer and you don't wish to spend weeks and months doing it yourself, go for a platform like Wix or Squarespace. But if you do have the designer, honestly, just go right to WordPress. Or if you want something more on the very pretty side, go for Showit. Just keep in mind as you're going through and using these websites some of the limitations, right? If you hire a web designer, for example, ensure that you know how to edit the website after that designer is gone. Ensure that they give you a tutorial before you wrap up. Ensure that you know what behind the scenes look like, so that if anything is happening on your site, you can go in and fix it. So one of the problems that I find people tend to have when they hire a designer is they leave everything in the designer's hand. They they wash their hands of it, they get their website, they put it up, and that's it. Then when something is going wrong, or when they need to edit something, they're freaking out, because then things starts to happen. They can't find the designer, they don't know how to edit it. The designer now wants an additional payment to go behind the scenes. They don't think it's fair because they just paid them a ton of money to build a site. Those kind of issues. You can be preemptive about stuff like that. Hire a good designer if you don't want to spend the money, if you don't want to spend the time to do it yourself, and then ensure that they give you a tutorial. And when I say a tutorial, don't sit behind your computer and have them walk you through it. I mean, you should actually get them to record the tutorial, so you have a video that if you have questions, you can go back to the video and say, you know what, hold up, they had showed me this in the tutorial, it was in the video somewhere, let me rewatch it. So I hope you enjoy the recommendations. As I said, I'm linking all of the platforms that I mentioned below in my toolkit, and I highly recommend downloading the toolkit, because in addition to the websites, I also list a bunch of other tools that I recommend if you're an event planner who's starting a business, or actually if you're an existing event planner and still wondering what tools are the best for me, like what courses can I take, what CRM can I use. This one is for you.